New van. I guess it's time to do something with the dead ones now that the new ones are blooming. Pretty. This is the little front by the garden, by the van. And there's by the garage. I'm trying to get some new stuff living if I can keep the deer off of it. The deer have eat the hosta one time because I forgot to spray. There's the oak leaf hydrangea doing its thing. So here's the lantana. It's not blooming at the moment, but I think I'm going to put some Miracle Grow on it, and that should make it do its thing. Clematis, not looking good. I'm think I'm going to put it in the ground and hope for the best. Here's the little Port Luca. I think that's Portaluca or something like that. They take the hot, dry, and they close up at night, which is kind of cool. They need a lot of sun. Look on this lemon tree. Look, it's a little lemon. I don't know. The tree had a tough time this winter. So I lost a lot of leaves, so I don't know what's going to happen here. Anyway, first blush, because it's got red legs. I might have paid full price for these, but you know, it's that special little impatient. That is just sitting there, but whatever. Blue hosta. This is what we're going to work on this evening. I've weeded it like 2 or 3 times, and they just keep coming back, so I don't know what we're going to do. But anyway, we're going to do a major weeding and put thicker mulch. I think it's going to be the key. This is getting ready to cut loose with about 5 big red daylilies on it. Can't wait. Stella Diora. Can't beat it with a stick. Not the prettiest, but pretty reliable. So this year I haven't put my fountain up just yet because it's a lot of trouble, but I'm still going to do it. But in the meantime, she's kind of cute, isn't she? And that's my big-ass hosta right there. It's one of my favorites. There's June. That's Royal Standard in a nice big pot. Some of these fell on some hard times. I think it was too dry over the winter. Usually I don't have to water them under the house, but we had a couple that had blue a hard time. The blue ones, I keep them in the shade if at all possible. And this is that little stuff that I always like, and I usually put it in a mixed basket, but I didn't have nothing mixed to put them in with it, so they're just very blue. And there's that Mexican heather stuff. I'm gonna put those two in a pot together. Got a couple more. Not sure what I'm gonna do with them. And here's some stuff. This is gonna be a permanent pot. So that little coral bell was dying in the dry woods down in the bottom. So I dug that up. The Japanese painted fern I got from under the deck because it seeds everywhere. And that was a hosta that I had to divide. It's a small hosta. So hopefully this next year, this will be a nice looking permanent pot. Hosta Hospital. Hosta Hospital. Little Japanese maple. So this is the air layering that I'm attempting to do. And that's sphagnum moss wet. And you cut a little groove out of your branch, put rooting hormone on it, leave it for 2 months, and hope it grows roots. Then if it does, you've got another tree. And there's my $2 specials impatiens. And I know they look kind of sad, but they look better than when I brought them home. And they've only been in the pot for about a week. So we'll hit them with the Miracle Grow and see what it's like. Another Royal Standard hosta, which I love dearly. Oh, and here's the tree that I dug up because it was dying, and it looks like it's coming out nicely. But I've got to do some serious pruning in here. I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna have to refer to some experts. to get that intel. Let's see, these are those geraniums. They don't look nearly as good as last year's geraniums. They're not as big, they're not as full. I mean, they're doing all right, but something ain't quite right. Which reminds me, someone showed me a t-shirt and it said, undiagnosed, but something ain't right. I gotta get one. So here's what I got out here. This Japanese maple, I think that's a nice permanent place for it, quite frankly. That little pot of stuff, hosta. My one little vinca, the other one died. Need to get some lights. That is doing really well. That's Restless Sea. I like Restless Sea. Some in Substance seems to be doing okay. Japanese painted ferns. I wish I'd bought 3 or 4 of those things. I really like them. Here's this hosta. It's hanging on. Hanging on, hanging on. Japanese painted ferns. You ought to get some of this. And this is the seedling from the big blue I had. I mean, this thing, it's like a force to be reckoned with in itself. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. I'm afraid to move it. I don't know where I'd put it that it would be as happy as it is now. That's a forbidden fruit. Some in Substance, not doing very well. The big blue hosta that I had died out in the middle, and I dug it all up and put it in pots, and I left one piece in the ground, and that's that. And this is Paul's Glory. This is a big, nice hosta. I really like it a lot. Oh, some of them are fixing to bloom too. And we walk over on the back side. This is called a cryptomera. I need to get some of those leaves out of it. I can't believe how good it does here. I mean, even the ones up there on the fence line, I've got 2 of them. They're doing very well. And incredible neglect. I had a blue rug juniper there. This year it died. I don't know why, but it just couldn't take the dry heat, I guess. Although this one, look at that, very nice. That's where I dug up that little coral bells. Too dry, but right beside it, this other thing, I think it's in the coral bell family. It's just, look at it, very healthy, very happy. I have another one somewhere. Anyway, and the little Grape Magic daylilies, one of them at least. I need to come out here and water them, or they ain't gonna do nothing. Getting ready to bloom. Good. Anyway, I just thought I would send you this little video. I got them wrapped and strapped so they don't go falling over. I thought I'd send you the little video just to whatever. Easier than taking a bunch of pictures. I'll talk to you later. Bye.